I talked about how my family background and family history dynamics um, led to suppressing certain emotions, and how my family influenced, um, my immediate family influenced my relationship to different emotions. But there's other factors that play a role into developing your relationship with emotions and feelings, and that influences your belief systems and the way you think. And culture, your immediate culture is a huge one. Like when it comes to anger, for example, my family background definitely played a role in me suppressing it, family dynamic. But at the same time, I grew up in Japan, I'm half Japanese, and to be a Japanese woman, to be accepted as a Japanese woman, I believe that I should not feel angry, because the model woman back then, slowly changing, but it's like women would be accepted and valued if they don't express too much emotions, if they don't get angry or sad, if they're just happy and they put up the man. And I thought that expressing anything that made me feel angry, that made me feel upset, would make me a bitch. And that too influenced me and my relationship to anger, because I don't want to be considered a bitch. I don't want to be seen or like thought of as a bitch. And I mean, that's quite simple. As I said about triggers, why we suppress certain things, why we avoid things, why we shut down, even get reactive, is to avoid certain emotions. And triggers, what's at the root of triggers is very simple. Like, I didn't want to be seen as a bitch. I wanted people to love me. And if I thought that if I was seen as a bitch, then people wouldn't love me and accept me. So then that kept me further away from anger, for instance. There are many layers to why you are the way you are, and your relationship to emotions, to feelings, to beliefs and thoughts. You get to explore them. I also wanted to mention, I didn't really go deep into my pattern when it comes to anger, or when it came to anger in the past, which is that I would be upset by something, but then I would suppress it, and then I would, for example, people please, or make myself comfortable in another way, because I would feel uncomfortable with the emotion of anger, with feeling angry. So I would mold myself in a certain way, rather than express anger and move through it and feel anger. And because I'm acting in a way that's not really aligned to me, that would upset me even more. And there would come a point where I would explode, where I couldn't contain anger anymore, and I feel resentful, and I would explode, and then the original anger would come out, because it wants to be seen and heard and accepted. This would happen because these explosions would happen because I avoid them, or avoid them, suppress them, pretend they're not there, or try to change them. But you can't. It is what it is, right? And I mean, anger is such a helpful tool. I'm not like yelling at people all the time. And definitely needed to learn healthy ways are related to anger and expressing anger, because I wasn't shown that growing up. It was like either explode or suppress. In my culture, also in my home. But yeah, it's possible to develop a healthy connection to anger, and for anger to be your guide of like what you're okay with, what you're not okay with, what your boundaries are, what you find comfortable, uncomfortable, what you don't want to do, what you want to do, what you don't want others to do, what you don't want others to do, you know? It's such a helpful guide. So, yeah. I wanted to add, and also, yeah, to explore more of this topic. So, thank you for being here. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm so grateful that you're here. And good luck on your journey.